Hi, welcome to Scott's Inverts. I'm Scott. These are the inverts. Now, I don't kind of show all my animals off in one video or on lives and stuff like that. I prefer to give it in little segments and kind of show a journey and the evolution of the actual collection over the years as well as. So here is another part to what we have here at Scott's Inverts. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to give you an update on the break-in. Palethearia Terrigan Wesley. Now this is the only spider in my collection where I put a light on her and she'll actually disappear, so I haven't got a light on her at the moment, just purely so I can show you guys. Had her from a very small sling, grown her up over the last 2 years. Now this next one is our Durensis M2. We paired her, she ended up eating the sack, but we still love her, and recently she molted and she's a very shy girl. We just about managed to get a little bit of her on camera. Now up next these are the S. guttata. Absolutely stunning. Funnily enough, they actually hatched, or discovered them hatched, on one of the recent lives, and we discovered they actually fly. So that one there just flew off around the room, and I can tell you now it took me about 45 minutes to manage to catch it and get it back in with the rest of its crew. We have around 15 of these that have actually hatched out now, and they're shockingly beautiful. Just look at those little white dots on the back, but that metallic green for me really sets this beetle out above the rest. Absolutely gorgeous. Now some of you may have seen the video over on TikTok and what have you of us pairing this beautiful mantis. This is the Hyoidolia membrantia, or the giant Asian mantis. Now hopefully you mantis guys who breed them out there can tell me whether this girl looks like she's about ready to drop an ootheca. Is she gravid? She has paired several times with the male. The last time was 2 weeks ago, where it ended in death of the male. That's right, this girl absolutely smashed the male, destroyed him, but we still love her. This is actually one of my closest friends, Mantis. He let me have the female so I could pair her up with the male. So it's quite important to me that she actually does drop an ootheca. That would be absolutely awesome. So if anybody knows if she looks gravid in those comments, please let me know. Now this next one in the Stranger Things enclosure is our Palethearia metallica, one of the most iconic spiders on the planet. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Now she is in the Stranger Things enclosure. That is due to have an absolute overhaul. I want to get live plants in there, moss in there and all sorts, so keep your eye open for that video. But for now, just look how beautiful this girl is. When she actually molts, that blue really pops. Now I've had this girl a very long time. She is a subadult and I've had her from a very tiny sling, so I think around about 8 or 9 years I've had this girl, but she is absolutely beautiful. Now this is our Linnathelle sericata, one of the true spiders that we've got in our collection here. And when eventually it does come out, boom, look at the gold on that carapace. This one is still quite a small spider. They will get about 4 or 5 times the size of what you can see on screen. But even at this size, those spinnerets are super long, and that carapace is golden, absolutely gorgeous, with hints of gold going down those legs as well. Absolutely stunning. She did fly back inside and then she come back out, bit the dubia, and then a little bit later on I managed to catch her with a fang in the dubia, about to start munching. But even the underside of these sericatas are absolutely beautiful. Just look, stunning. Now this is our leaf cutter ants, rugged leaf cutter ants. We set these up a little while ago, right on a video as well, but I just wanted to show you guys, literally for those that watched that video, how that fungus has grown. It is literally, I'd say, grown 25% of its own size, in size, over the last couple of weeks. And those ants in there look rather busy. You can actually see the queen. I do try and zoom in on her. I am on a phone, so I do apologise. Should have got the 4K camera out, I know. But for now, look at those. There is the queen right at the bottom. Looks like I suppose it looks like a true spider almost, but you can just about make her out. There she is in the middle of the picture right now. She is the queen. She has laid several eggs in those chambers, which those ants are looking after, and that fungus is really growing well. Now this is our Damian Medius. About 3 weeks ago she actually molted, and she's looking absolutely beautiful. Again, if you keep these, let me know down in those comments. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I know they creep a lot of people out because they kind of move sideways and they move rather fast. Also, they've got those long legs and the long antennae at the front as well. On the other hand, I think these are absolutely amazing. The weirder, the more wonderful a creature is, the more I am absolutely drawn to them. And these, for me, absolutely stand out. Now up here is our female Caribbean versicolor. We did pair her in the past, but unfortunately she molted. So just for now, just admire her absolute beauty. We've had her, I think, for around 2 years. If I remember right, we bought her from the Northern show. From Creatures from the North. Yeah, that's right, we bought her as a paired female, but she's absolutely stunningly beautiful. Oh my word. Boom! I do need a beard trim. Ready for Peterborough show this weekend on Sunday. Absolutely beautiful spiders, mantis, ants in that video, as well as that Damian Medius. I am in love with absolutely every single invert on the planet. Let me know which one of those was your favourite in this episode. I'll be really interested to know. See which one comes out on top maybe. We have got another piece of information about the channel as well. The Psalmopoeus pulchra or Pulcher has actually dropped an egg sac. Now, I have tried to get her on camera, but it's literally impossible, and I don't want to be messing around with her too much in case she actually smashes that egg sac off. Now, this egg sac's been there for just over 3 weeks, so we're going to give her another 7 days, so it takes us just over that 4-week mark. And if she hasn't opened it herself, we will then actually go in, take it out, and see what we've got. Fingers crossed we'll have tiny little slings in there, and that would be absolutely gorgeous. Now, a little update to the break-in that we recently had. Now, firstly, I know I've missed 2 lives. No, 1 live I missed because of it. The last live we were working, so I do apologise for that. Now, that really has struck and hit the family very, very difficult. My wife does not mind me talking about her mental health and her history, but she's had her mental health prescription, the quantity of tablets that she's on 2 different types, and now they have actually been tripled because of this guy. And it's also brought up a lot of old memories from about 10 to 15 years ago, as well as some horrific ones from her childhood. I don't, to this day, still understand. The update we've had from the police is a fat 0. That's right, absolutely sweet FA. I've tried phoning on the 101 number. It doesn't really give you an option to go, well, here's my crime number, give me an update on what this person is doing, what's happening, or anything. None of the police have actually phoned me up since, not last Wednesday, the Wednesday before. So the plan is, I'm not one for going on the internet and doing little internet chats with what effectively feels like a robot on the other end. So it's either going to be Thursday, so either tonight or Friday. I'm actually just going to go down to the police station, and I'm not going to move until they give me a decent update and see what happens. Fingers crossed he's already been convicted and jailed, because the police have got statements that they needed. I don't think, in my mind, I don't think they need to do an identity parade, because he admitted certain things to officers allegedly in the morning. So we'll just see what happens, see what pans out. My hands are filthy because, one, I have been doing some rehousing in here, and then I went on and moved some other little bits and bobs around, so please excuse those. But I can tell you, we have now got, thanks to my family, we lent a bit of cash and we got the Ring doorbell alarm system. So we've got the Ring doorbell, we've got a base station, and then we've got several of the extra little bits like motion detectors, door sensors off it, as well as there's going to be some more bits you can add to it that are not necessary, but we just want them because they're there, and I can make my family feel even safer. I think I want to get another 2 or 3 cameras up, just to give the wife peace of mind, so she can go on her phone whenever she wants to and just check the back garden a bit deeper than what we can, and just to check the front one as well a little bit more than what we've already doing. But the Ring doorbell, I tested it. There's an alarm that goes off in the house, which, my God, I think that alarm alone woke my neighbours up, or would wake the neighbours up. But then the exterior alarm also goes off, and it's loud. It is very, very loud, which is absolutely awesome. It also flashes lights here, there and everywhere, so it's obvious which house it's coming from. We've also set up a little thing with neighbours, whereas if we ever hear a house alarm going off, we all literally come piling out the houses and head straight to that one and go round the back, go round the front, until we can speak to the property owners and make sure that they're safe. That's just something, because I've spoke to a lot of neighbours in the last week just to inform them that this happened to us, not necessarily that it would happen to them, but just to be a bit more vigilante when it comes to remembering to lock your windows, doors, and making sure that their security systems are in place. So that's what we've got. And also, that also reminds me to remind you to keep on checking those door locks, window locks, and your own home security, whether you live in a bungalow, terraced house, or a flat which is one door, then another door, then another. Even if you live in Fort Knox, just double check, because there could be that one little area that one day that you just happen to forget to shut or lock that tiniest of windows, and that's the first one that they try. Just it's gonna, if it's gonna be a window that they try, it's always going to be that little tiny window that you forgot to lock. It's always the case, isn't it? Anyway, guys, again, thank you all for your support, your messages to myself and the comments on that video, and also the messages to the wife. I cannot tell you how much that all meant to me. It really did mean a lot. A big shout out to my workplace as well. I basically, on the Friday, literally I was just driving along, and I am going to vape on this bit because I'm still feeling a little bit stressed. I was driving along and I got given a job, and it was about 2 hours away, and for some reason a lot of the stress from the week just piled up, and I was just like, I don't want to be that far away from my wife currently, because just how she's feeling. And there's two people specifically that really helped me out on that day, and I won't name them, but I can't thank you both enough. Really, really, really supportive, really kind of turned a bad situation in my mind into a really positive one. So instead of being 2 hours away from the wife, I was only about 30 minutes, and that at the time meant the absolute world to me. So really, really, if you're watching this, you're probably not, because I know you don't like spiders, but thank you so much. Really, really did appreciate it. Absolutely, really, really nice of you. But yeah, so that's what's the update to the actual break-in is. We're still not 100% right. I don't know if the wife is. We've only been here like 4 months in this house, and I've caught the wife several times looking at other properties, and I'm thinking, how can I deposits and stuff like that. She is. It's like square one for her to settle in all over again. So I'm constantly like trying to reassure her. I'm spending a lot more time with her, just trying to be near her. Spending a lot more time with her, constantly being near her, is kind of one of the reasons I did this type of video this evening, instead of going into a more in-depth one about a care video, which I was going to do a care video on the heart bacteria pneumoconensis, but I think we'll put that one off for a couple of weeks time. But anyway, positively, we have got Peterborough this weekend. If you know my wife, message her please and tell her she's got to come, because at the moment she's a bit down in the dumps and she's thinking, I don't want to be there, I don't want to go, and all the rest of it. But I think a little gentle push from some of you guys and we'll see her there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this evening. I really, really do appreciate it a lot, and as always, we shall see you again on the next one.